once or twice, under the influence of ayahuasca, I have gone back into a very similar space to the space that I went to with DMT, but often it's not similar. It's different. My experiences with DMT, pure DMT, are limited. I've smoked it twice, and I did find a very, and here I have to wonder how much are my experiences conditioned by what I've read. And I can't honestly answer that question. I don't know. But I did find, how could I describe it, a synthetic or a technical element to the realm I entered with DMT. It seemed to be mechanical in some way, whereas with ayahuasca it's very organic and flowing and growing, and there's the life in everything. There was machinery, a setup, a room, strange glass panels, little beings that were moving around very, very quickly under the influence of DMT, which I have twice revisited with a very strong dose of ayahuasca. I've suddenly found myself back in that space, which is different from the ayahuasca space. Now, ayahuasca active ingredient is DMT, but it contains other ingredients as well. And so what I'm thinking is that this is where I find the idea that I've come across in your work, in Hoffman's work, in a number of people, even William James, who worked on this field, the idea that the brain needs to be better understood as a receiver or a transceiver rather than as a generator of consciousness. And that what these altered states of consciousness are doing are adjusting the receiver wavelength of the brain. Then we would expect that the receiver wavelength of the brain with ayahuasca plus its associated ingredients would be different from the receiver wavelength of DMT. There would be something in common. So maybe there are many realms out there, many worlds that we may go into and out of with our consciousness. But I would sum up the difference by saying that the DMT realm, as I experienced it, was more constructed, more artificial, more technological, less organic than the ayahuasca world.